Well, I tell you what. Let me just fire away first off here by asking you about the work on this video game. I know you've done voice work, obviously, for Shrek and Shrek 2. How would you compare doing the two?
Well, I'm slightly more in the hands of the director on the video game, and I'll tell you exactly why it is. If you're recording a voice for an animated feature like Shrek, you just about never get to meet the other actors. You're just in a room with a microphone, and so you've got the lines in front of you, but you have to figure out, well, how do I say them? What's the situation? You know, I mean, is there a lot of anxiety and danger around, or is it a very relaxed scene? And that kind of stuff, when I'm doing Shrek, I can to some extent get from the storyboards. On a video game, you don't have storyboards, so you're totally dependent on the director who says to you, now this is really, I mean, it's really dangerous now. Bond could get killed at this point. He probably won't, because the franchise wouldn't do so well after. But you know, he could get killed. There's a lot of danger. So the whole thing is urgent and 100% serious. Now here, it's after a big scene, a big action scene. It's more relaxed. Here, Q can be teasing Bond a bit or ticking him off. It's not so serious. And I'm totally in the hands of the director there, because I don't have any other cues. I don't have a storyboard. And of course, I don't have any other actors around me who are sort of giving me the tone of the scene.
I'm curious, did you ever think you'd be involved with a project that would carry a caution, playing this game may cause motion sickness?
I didn't know that. No, I didn't. And I used to play these video games up to recently, and I tell you something absolutely true. When I was recording this, I was so impressed, not least by the dedication of the people, because these guys give 2 or 3 years of their lives to this game. I mean, this is not something knocked up in 4 months or something. This is almost as big a commitment as making a feature film itself. And it is so extraordinary now what they can actually create on the screen that I've actually made a little promise to myself that I'm going to get my younger daughter, well, younger, she's 20 now, to actually show me how to play this game, because it looks so much fun.
Well, I'm curious, what is it like for you? I mean, I'm sure there's a whole new generation of moviegoers that know you strictly from the Bond films. They have no knowledge of Monty Python, and I'm sure you have people come up to you talking to you about Bond, and they don't even know about what you've done earlier. Is that kind of
yeah, it is a bit
odd?
strange. Yeah, it is a bit strange. But when I started to do Bond, I mean, for me, I remember going and seeing Bond when I was in my early 20s. You know, I can't quite remember how long ago it was that they did the first one. I think it was 62, wasn't it? I think it was the very first one, Dr. No. I think it was. And so I kind of think of it as still in some way connected with that rather glamorous and exciting era. But of course, the young people are coming up now, and they, as you say, they never heard of Monty Python, and then they sort of see me in Bond, and then they see my name, and then they might start watching Python. So it's sort of, I hope it keeps catching on, because I'm very, very old now, and various bits fall off me all the time. Dinner the other night, something fell off, and I'm obviously not going to be able to move around. I'll just be sitting in a basket very still, and I need to eat. So the more young people there are who will pay for this stuff, the better chance I have of being able to eat up to the moment that...
So it's basically one of those Python films coming to reality with body parts falling off.
That's right, yeah. There was a Python sketch about that. What a good memory you have.
Yes. Well, I'm curious, you said you were going to try to learn this game? You
Yes.
think it's pretty tough?
Yes, I mean, I used to be able to manage electronic stuff. I used to be able to program a video recorder up to about 10 years ago. And then, of course, it becomes so technical. But for people like me, 95% of the features of most of the electronic things that we buy, we're never going to use because we don't understand them. It's really just the engineers in one company competing against the engineers in another company, I think.
Well, thank you very much, John. I appreciate your time, and good luck with the game. And I know you have Shrek 2 and Around the World coming up.
That's right. Around the World in 80 days is coming up, and Shrek 2 is coming out in May. And they just had a screening, and 90% of 2 audiences said that it was as good as or better than the first Shrek. So that's not bad.
Pretty good seal of approval. Well, thank you very much, John. Have a good day.
Pleasure. Bye-bye.